The NFL playoffs are on EA Sports, and we've got a packed house here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the New Orleans Saints and the Atlanta Falcons. One of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game? And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Chad Hunt, 60 Pittsburgh.
Go. Go.
Bravo. Ready.
Off play action. Love.
In your face.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. We wanted excitement. How's that for excitement on the very first play?
Yeah, they had it in their head they were going to test the secondary right off the bat, but they were up to the challenge, and he had a convoy in front of him. I thought he was going to bring it back all the way. Instead, they'll settle, and that's really a wrong word, isn't it? They'll settle for really good field position.
Now on first and goal, a chance to get a leg up in this NFC title game. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Kamara trying again. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Things could just not have started any better for them. They get the turnover, the football right away, able to capitalize on offense for 6.
And we're talking about setting a tone in any game, right? The first points of a ball game. How about during the playoffs? Vitally important, and they've done that in this one.
And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They'll need to come from behind if they want to play in 2 weeks as they trail early in this NFC Championship game. A run there on first down gets 3 up to the 28. A gain of 3, second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And he'll be tackled at about the 35. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Here we go. Set. 60 outlaw. Fan.
Check, 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 check. Watch the edge.
Go, go. Ready, ready. Hot, hot.
On third down, it's Green. 15 yards, first down Atlanta. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
61. Matchbox, light. Ready.
Here's 2nd and 8. And finding the tight end Hooper. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Hut up. Ready. Go.
Operating from the gun. Love. It's caught. Smith. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Set, go. Ready, go.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Point after, right down the middle. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. And Duke Riley will get credit for the tackle. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Mike 51. 5'9". I got you, boy. Hey, Delta.
Shotgun now for Breeze. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time. Really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
And I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Kirk now, the return man. 6-yard return after a punt of 48. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
On second down, it's Green. Slipped 1 tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt, I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a 1st down. On 1st down, Green. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Looking to throw on second down. Love dancing to his left. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the 1st down.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. From the gun, Love. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. Pat, there he goes left side. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. And he'll give it here to his running back. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. The Falcons on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Love, and he will find Ridley. That's complete. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
That's another Falcons 1st down.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. A good move on the carry, but still brought down just inside the 40. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. And it's caught over the middle. Hooper. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Exit. Hey, let's go. Calm the crowd. I'm coming. Let's go.
From the gun on third down. Love. He's going to let this go for the end zone as his guys are in for 6. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They're going to be stopped up on this first down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. 2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship. Looking to throw on second down. Breeze out of the backfield. That's complete to Kamara. Not able to get a single yard there, and it'll bring up third down. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here.
59 Mike. Check. 59.
From the gun, it's Breeze. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
15 Lonnie. Check. Hey, look. 66. Bullet high. Ready.
Throwing on first down. Love being chased out left. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. They'll run on first down. It's Green. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now second and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. In their mind, certainly a field goal try would be a letdown. They had the great starting field position, now facing third down.
H3, 218, chopper. Motion.
They'll try the left side. Green. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. And his kick is indeed good. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence? And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. Tech McKinley made his way into the backfield. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. And the defense obviously expecting run as well, as they're going to shut that one down at the line of scrimmage. 5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on third down. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on third down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good.
Christian Kirk on the return. The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Check. Crunch. Ready. Crunch.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12.
5-9. Check 99.
They run it again with Kamara. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
And it's third down.
58.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A 10th carry for Kamara. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. Again, it's Kamara. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Mike 51.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Extra point up and through. And that pushes the lead up to 11. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. So that is 2 pick sixes he's thrown in this football game. Now, you take those away, Charles, it's a completely different situation.
It totally is, but guess what? They have to deal with what they have now, okay? So they can't just mentally go, well, if we hadn't thrown those pick sixes, we'd be okay. Here's where you are. Here's where you're going to battle. But guess what? They're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train? And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And this one will be brought back to the 22. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
On first down, Green. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Watch the curl. Watch the alpha. Mike 51. Mike 51. And
To throw on second down, Love. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. It's a first down on a gain of 10. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
They'll run on first down. It's Green. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
hey, check 24. Check 24. 25. Check 25. 80 weapon. 80 weapon. Let's go.
On third down, it's Green. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Marcus Green, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 24. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better. And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. Tack McKinley, his 2nd sack of the night.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Sammy.
Here's Breeze to throw. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a first down.
And it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. And my goodness, another interception. Darren Lee picks it, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It can be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. A design run for their wideout. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. 1 quarter remains until the NFC crowns its champion. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now they'll run on the draw. And he is going to lose yardage here. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. That last play, though, not indicative of the night he's had running the football.
No, you're exactly right about that, because all through this evening, it's been their night, hasn't it? One play here, they get it against them. I wouldn't worry about that very much at all. Just continue to do what they've been doing.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, you know, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Derek Barnett. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. 3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here.
13. Go, go.
Now Breeze. Looking long for Thomas. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
Well, I'm not going to go to the player part, because when I think blowout,
because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out, and no one wants to go back to those memories. But, you know, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that, you know, a team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL, in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now was dominating and kicking around a team who had been ruling their division.
And that's when you earn your paycheck, right? As the analyst, you got to fill that time.
You've got to know what's going on out there and how it all happened.
Well, obviously, that begs the question, what game was it?
That was Seattle hosting Los Angeles, the Rams.
Yeah.
Their second meeting of the season, and the Rams turned it around from their first one and blew out the Seahawks.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Green, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. That kind of looked like a defense fed up by being gashed in the running game all night.
Yeah, and imagine their coach saying, if you're fed up on that play, where were you the rest of the time? What took you so long? But flip it over to the offensive side. They've been dominating this thing, and to finally have a play go against them, that's not something that's going to make them feel very good this evening.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hey, exit.
To throw is Breeze. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Grady Jarrett coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. 3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Breeze now to throw. He's going to air one out. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he had won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer the last to do it in 2001 to throw 7 picks. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Love. And he slides to avoid the hit. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 2nd down now. It's Green, and he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Echo. 47's the mic, boys. 47. Check, 47. Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
And that'll set them back 5. Instead of a 3rd and 4, now they have to manage a 3rd and 9 after the delay of game.
Let's go. Calm crouch.
Hey.
Back to throw. Love under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Alex Anzalone with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now You know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge.
A breakaway for Michael Thomas. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, 78 yards. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. Lutz will look to add the extra point. Now that shaves a bit off the lead. It's now a 23-point game.
Makes the score Falcons 43, Saints 20.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
So, Charles, oh so close on one side to getting to that Super Bowl. Oftentimes, we just show the stage and the glitz and the glamour and the confetti. You sometimes forget about those guys going home. It's got to be tough.
It's got to be beyond tough, because finding a way to steel yourself, make that resolve to come back and do it again, because it took a lot of work just to get to this point. It's going to be a difficult offseason for them. Let's see how they bounce back.